So today we're going to do number 31, next permutation. Implement next permutation, which regenerates numbers into lexicographically next greater permutation of numbers. And if you've ever done any permutation problem, you'll intuitively know what is the next permutation. So if you look at the pattern, you'll know that a good way is to using the array nums and starting from the rightmost digit, going from right to left, and do something during the traverse. I firstly thought like I just need to swap several numbers, but I think it's a little bit more complicated than that. And I refer to this solution. There's a very good graph here that people can refer to, this one. And even though I refer to this solution, and I try to modify my own solution, which uses several for loop, it's really hard, when swapping pairs using a for loop. It's a little bit, a lot of details to deal with. So a lesson from this number 31 is that try using while loops instead of for loops when doing problems like this. And another is that do abstraction. The advantage of Java is, you can have classes, methods, and you're going to take advantage of that. Like previously, I only use swap. Like whenever I need to use swap, I like write that 3 lines to do the swap. But if you abstract to a function or method, it's really helpful to help solving this problem. All right, let's see. Let's do it together. So just like I said, for the abstraction, we can have a swap function. Which help us to swap two numbers. Another abstraction, or like one thing that is good to use is so if you look at the solution, we need to reverse some part of this array, and there is a built-in method in collection interface, collection.reverse, but I think it's better if we use our own method. And in this case, we need to reverse from a certain point, and that's something that the reverse method in collections interface is hard to use. That's it. That's for our reverse. And then it's just to follow this method. I highly recommend looking at this. I think it definitely explains it better than me. And it's greater or equal to 0 and plus 1 greater than less than. It's actually less than. So there are several cases. If I is greater than 0, we need to do the swap, and whatever I is greater or equal to 0, we need to do the reverse from I plus 1. And if I is greater than 0, we find the j that we want to swap with. J is less than equal to nums of I with j minus minus. And after finding the j, we swap I and j. Turn time. Alpha symbol. All right.